Local Yama temple. Black and white impermanence. Didn't I just sleep? How did you come here? Playing around, you still lack a family in your life. It's just that Tian outweighs you. So experience the love of this life. Stinky Yama and others recover their strength. I'm going to tear you down. Original, while warning of the previous life field for the 99 tribulation, was struck by lightning into the underworld. I thought it was miserable enough. How could you expect Yama? He also reincarnated him and was about to be raped at the beginning. Jin chatted about the canon fodder wash. Little princesses are often angry. Only by spirit, the form of the soul came to Yama to discuss the explanation. Just run back and practice well. There is something you need in this time and space. Finally, it often returns to its own body. I couldn't help crying anymore. He thought he was so miserable. Don't be afraid. Mother is here. The newborn baby sleeps and eats. Are you hungry? But lift up the clothes. No milk at night? Empress, you sent this little baby. Where did so much grievance come from? Concubine also felt strange when she saw this. You know, when one really rarely cries. Quiet as falling asleep. Really nice doll. Dear Bao, don't cry. If you cry again, your mother's heart will be broken, often good. Your new bracelet is ready. Seeing this, the tears of the evening came to an abrupt end. In exchange, it was the twinkling light in his eyes. Is this stuff really healing? Since my father is so good, I reluctantly took it. Good looking. I want to change different styles of gold bracelets every day. Looks like he has more gold at home. Otherwise, when the time comes, I often don't know how to coax myself when I cry. Evening suddenly crying like this. Could it be that you saw something unclean? Afei, don't worry. Take it to the Jade Buddha temple tomorrow night. There was a monk. Your Majesty, this is the current little princess. The child sometimes seems to be awakened by nightmares. And I started crying. Can Master Jiushin help you cross over? You're the only one in the whole country who believes that. Nine Heavens Master at a glance, you can see that it is often extraordinary. Well, the Emperor will rest in the store first. The old man took the little princess to bow and chant sutras. Overtake. Although Emperor Wu was reluctant, but it is often in the hands of Master Jiushin. Not so disgusted. Finally nodded. Let Master Jiushin take one away. However, Master Jiushin has just arrived at the side hall. It's like getting a piece of theater is a treasure. Master Z, you must have many doubts. Like, why did you come to this time and space, right? Often looking at the nine-headed master with dripping eyes. They close their eyes, express that you really won't ask. In fact, everything has its own providence. Since God sent you here, there must be unfinished business. This is actually what Wen thought in her heart. Although I am not reconciled to everything in my previous life, but every time Wen sees his parents, I feel more and more at ease. And that scumbag dad, it seems to be slowly changing. Although I don't know if there is a conspiracy, at least for now. It's going in the right direction. The little master heard that the cultivators of the sweet food machine. As long as cats are also cat lucky paper, this lucky paper can be more spiritual. Then draw something on the lucky paper. It will increase the spiritual power of the lucky paper. Hey, is this Taoist priest trying to use me to make money? No door. Master Z, a plague suddenly appeared in the Western Zhou dynasty. There are also places where the drought is very serious. I hope the little master can bless him. Disciples will definitely not use bad places. Don't worry, little master. Although Fuji will be transformed by me in the future, but I will definitely tell them it's the little brother. Blessing of the Lord. Say, this is also conducive to the stability of your father's regime. Often don't understand. No game under revenge. Even if his scumbag father is no longer employed, in the end he's all in the same boat as him. He had to help. So soon, Wen helped Master Jiushin draw the skin. And little things. I thank you for the people of Dawn. One day we'll become immortal. Bend and smile wryly. It took a lot of cleverness, a little sleepy, and he went to sleep. Practice of falling asleep at night. Master Jiushin brought him back to Xia. By Emperor Wu's side. Your Majesty, please rest assured. The old man has already passed. Wait until you wake up late. The nightmares will be relieved. The Emperor Marshal Yang enters the meeting. Great tyrant, I've waited too long for Marshal Yang to triumph. I was going to test Sikken. But Yang Bazo saw Emperor Xia Wu for the first time. There was a terrible disappointment in my eyes. Marshal Yang returns triumphantly. How can I reward you? Emperor, Weiken only hopes that His Majesty will allow Weiken to return home. You can tell me why you need to return home. If the Emperor wants the minister to collect it and return it, please forgive me for my innocence. Tell me, the Yang family has been loyal to the king for generations. It can't be exchanged for the slightest trust of the Emperor. That being the case, Wyken and others have returned home. The Emperor will be at ease. Yonggojong doesn't know how much resentment he has in his heart. Emperor Xia Wu was also silent after listening. Indeed, it was his fault first. For a moment, he didn't know how to appease. My baby girl. Stop sleeping. Analyze it for me. Let's see what Daddy does. The little guy seems to have a heart-to-heart connection with the tyrant. Slowly opened his sleeping eyes. Hey, Grandpa is back. Look at him in his armor. Earnest face. It should be my grandfather. Often, with a babbling smile, he went to talk to young Bazong. The Emperor is. This is often. My little princess is born. Mother is a virtuous concubine. A sentence instantly made Yonggojong's cold heart. It's like seeing a ray of sunshine. What a loyal and patriotic general. It's a pity that half a lifetime of soldiers and horses have been slashed. His only daughter. I was almost forced to kill my own flesh and blood in the cold palace. How sad. After hearing the gentle voice, afternoon sighed. Suddenly I can understand why Yonggojong, so angry. Lazy call Grandpa. Good girl. Call Grandpa hum. Now I know, please. To strangle me. When I bully my grandfather and my mother. Why didn't I know this day would come? Although I complain. But often also know. I want to live well enough to protect myself. His father's protection is still very important, so use a smart voice. Cooperate with this scumbag. Feed me. Am I hallucinating? It's only 2 months late. But it was really cold in the evening just now. The little princess is calling Grandpa. Grandpa is talking late at night. He pointed to the shadow next to Marshal Yang. Sleep him down. Is this really a child prodigy? Work well outside the home. The family who works outside can just call bulls bulls. Good bull. The Emperor implores the Emperor to let Wei Chen hug you. Thick hands and feet. Be careful. Don't break my precious daughter. Okay, it's the Emperor. It was a pleasure to interact with Marshal Yang after seeing you tonight. In the afternoon, my brother couldn't help but hum sour in his heart. Old man, if it weren't for me being sorry for you first, you can't hold my daughter. Look at my dad. I'm afraid someone will rob me. How is my daughter cute? Cute. How can my granddaughter not be cute? Of course it's cute, it must be. Cute little girl. Was that right just now? What happened just now? Wyken forgot about this joy. Didn't you just leave your hometown? What happened just now? Wyken said good. It's okay to play. It's all family. The misunderstanding is solved. It's good to untie it. Want me to return home? Dream on. The old man resigned. Can you still see my great-granddaughter? Marshal Liang, I did something wrong. To show my sincerity, I made a special trip to hold a banquet for you to pick up the wind and clean the dust. This gold medal is also given to you by me. Can be used 3 times. You can borrow 1 person at a time. As your guarantee, the general who went with you this time. Officially known as the 3rd grade, the title of the mighty general. And you and I are going to be crowned the king of rape. The rest of the soldiers, look at this fashion. Marshal Yang was shocked. Is this a blessing in disguise? It seems that the Emperor's sincerity is very poisonous. Brother, you are finally back. Did you mention your homecoming to the Emperor? Let me tell you something. Your sister gave birth to a daughter. It's so cute. Marshal Yang didn't say anything about returning home. It's about sharing. He is a granddaughter. My daughter is more capable than you. Lao Tzu's 3 sons. I just didn't give birth to a granddaughter for Lao Tzu. Is it our fault that we can't have a granddaughter? Isn't this decided by God? Sure enough, this is an era of rich and prosperous women. Dad, tell me how cute my niece is. Let me tell you something. He looks very cute. Big watery eyes. That little mouth looks at you like it used to. I seem to want to talk to you. What else? And he actually called me Grandpa. Let me do it. Oh no, a little baby this big would call Grandpa. It's really when I pick up the peak banquet tomorrow. Family sitting together eating. See for yourself then. Sure enough, the next day's feast. It became a banquet for the Princess of Fighting Wine. Generals have worked hard. Except for the wind reward I gave. But there are also its. He needs my help. Say it and I will be satisfied. Let me have the bear owner dog scumbag father. I heard that relatives will prepare gifts when they meet for the first time. Why don't you take me down to get a gift? Stinky girl proves that you have hit more than 10 gold locks. Not enough for you to stay. Really money junkie. Dad, don't affect my performance. Let me down. Wow, my niece is so cute. Yes. Look at these eyes. How do you look like when we were young? It turned out that I looked so good when I was a child. Wow, uncle, come and listen. Big uncle, second uncle. Third uncle. Okay, this is a gift from my uncle to Wan. This is a gift from the second uncle to Wan. This is a gift from the third uncle to Wan. Ouch, it's nice to be a kid. If you say a few words casually, you will get a salary. Simply awesome. In this world, the one that can make people bow their heads is probably gold. What makes people happy is also gold. However, what no one expected was sick and feast this day. Skills that are often demonstrated prematurely still caught some people's attention. So I started writing articles. Emperor, I heard that the weather in the Dahan area of Yuzhou is getting more and more rampant. I don't know how many people have starved to death. The disaster grain distributed by the Imperial Court is also a drop in the bucket. Doesn't work at all, huh? Is the next step to prepare to say I'm a disaster? So, Your Majesty, is there a demon in the palace? This goblin is amazing. Not only confused the Emperor. Are you still murdering the people? That old man is Ryuli's eyes staring at Bend. And he took a mirror out of his hand. And Lao Dao came today to collect his waste. As long as you look at the queen, you will become an obedient dog yourself. Even the current emperor is no exception. But just today, 2-month-old Wan. At a glance, I discovered the secret that the queen had hidden for many years. No, just take a look at the old woman behind her back. My father obeyed him. The reason why the emperor and prince rebelled. It's all because of this demon heart. As long as the emperor kills this goblin, everything will end. What the queen said is very true. What do you want me to do? I'll do it for you. This idiot is confused and doesn't know it yet. Thousands of tall buildings rise from the ground. You really have to rely on yourself. There is righteousness in heaven and earth. Random resurgence. What month is next? Up there is the star. Soak me in a golden wit. Enter the body of Emperor Zia Wu. Emperor Zia Wu suddenly woke up. The next second, I saw him raise the Shangfeng sword. Give you a chance? Who taught you that? Or are you a monster? Your Majesty, what did you say? The concubine doesn't understand? Don't understand, do you? You'll understand in a minute. So it was just a blink of an eye. The queen was sent to see. Too hard to come by. Find out who the queen has been in contact with recently. What's good, Your Majesty? Soon the answer came to light. It turns out that the queen has been practicing the art of 5 grains. Control the people around you. And he also had fornication and collusion with people from Wukipo. Also because of this, the empress and the prime minister were directly picked up by the roots. Hey, it's been a long time since I went to court. The court is empty now. Liu Shangshu framed me for being with the stinky Taoist priest. 9 clans were executed by scumbag father. The prime minister was also sent to the border for betrayal. So now the number of people in the court has been directly reduced by half. It is estimated that my father has the most headache right now. It should be a matter of increasing talent. Look at this Manchu civil and military dynasty. Also a headache. If you really can handle it, you can hear it in the afternoon of Darren. I often shake my head helplessly with this thought in my heart. Yesterday's promotion exam, except for a few answers that are not very good. Everything else is fine. All the students who received the imperial decree. However, as Xiongzi read out one by one to advance the name of the promoted official, often a little confused. Why is Dai Kainshin not on the list? Isn't this the famous Qing official in the court? Isn't it in the court? Emperor Wei Chan brings King Shan to resign and return to his hometown. The current emperor's approval. Oh no, the stinky girl just said that Dai King Shan is a clean official. Is this guy called resignation? Who will help me after that? Waiting for Iking, I read your article. Coincide with me. I value you very much. The emperor's minister may not be able to do it well, or ask the emperor's quasi-minister to resign and return to his hometown. Tell me why you want to resign. The emperor's minister just feels incompetent. Daddy must have done a lot of bad things before. These officials have been right. Daddy has no hope. The way you look at yourself should be disappointed. By the way, people think you are hopeless. No hope? I just want to go back and live in peace for 2 days. The Iking Longing Kingdom has a total of 38 cities. Many people are still in a period of drought. No water storage capacity at all. In such an environment, ascended to a courtier of Longing Kingdom, returning home at a young age. Is it a bit irresponsible to the country? Did Zhang Zheng learn to be patriotic in vain when he was a child? Yo, my scumbag dad. If you wanted to keep people. You have to scold people. Obviously, it's your fault. I'm on a minimum wage. The key is to keep saying that your father is wrong with me. Can't keep people? It must be to keep people first. Your father, I will correct my mistakes again. But sure enough, it's still useful to scold. Waiting for King Shan immediately began to feel ashamed. The reason why Wyken wants to resign. It's because you have something to say. What is the big man being coy about? Ouch, Dad doesn't say it. It must be because I'm afraid that what I say will not be supported. Aoyama is a very emotional person. The greatest desire of his life, except for their own ambitions, in the relationship with his wife. As far as I know, Daikingshin's view, it seems that it is because of his wife that a few days ago, alive plus very disappointed in the government. This is decisive. Your Majesty, no matter what your feelings are. But Waiken and his wife were childhood sweethearts. Aoyama once vowed to accompany her and love her for the rest of her life. But now he's sick. There's no cure. Then I will call the Imperial Doctor to your house. I personally asked the Imperial Doctor to show him. As soon as the sentence comes out, Wang Lang and Daikingshin were both shocked. When did Emperor Xiaowu become so kind? Dear, I have become so attached to women. Wentai's superb medical skills. I have seen all kinds of intractable diseases, sure to cure your wife. But I really hope you don't bring up your resignation again. For the people of the world. Join me in fighting for them. Thank you, Your Majesty. Long live my Emperor. Hey, I really want to see what the disease is. Can it still be cured? The time to witness history has come. If Father Emperor retains Daikingshan, there will be another official in the Imperial Court. So be it, Daiking. Let me go with my daughter. Soon, the group arrived at Daikingshan's mansion. Often just entering Mrs. Dave's room, something was wrong. The layout of this room is strange. It stands to reason that this layout is very good, but according to feng shui metaphysics, unless the owner of this residence is a person born in human time, otherwise it should be a thriving gray population. Good feng shui grid for holy light to make a fortune. Hero, was he really born at this time? Can't be so coincidental. The emperor treats his wife with a soft fragrance of wheat. Emaciated. I can't see it, but from a medical perspective, Waiken really can't diagnose what the disease is. It doesn't seem to be sick, but the body seems to consume it every day. Whoops, I knew it was like this. If only I could know the specific birth date. Maybe you can think of the corresponding solution. Even the Imperial Doctor can't cure it, waiting for Aoyama to be completely disappointed. Thank you, Your Majesty. Woman husband. Unhappiness. I let down the Emperor. If you ask the doctor directly about her birthday now, Wang will definitely think more. It's too obvious. I read a book. It's in the book. If it is medicine, it cannot be investigated. Maybe we can learn from Taoism. See if it can be solved. The Emperor means... I don't know if Master Jiyushin can see Ling. Madam's illness. Come and invite Master Jiyushin. Ouch, my Emperor brother is really smart. I can't think of it all. Saying this, hope reignited in Kingshin's heart. Thank you, Your Majesty. The Emperor loves lessons so much. This life must be for the Emperor and the people of the world. Do your best. After death. The most important thing right now is to cure your wife. Forget about that. Dad is still my dad smart. Wait 9 days for the master to come. I can handle a lot of things. But I really want to know. Is it what I guessed? By the way, give me the 8 characters of your birthday. Wait a minute, I'll hand it over to Master Jiyushin in person. This will also save some time. You know that Juan's birthday is the 1st. Oh, so it's June 18th at 6:18? When my brother said this in the afternoon, he deliberately raised his voice. Ouch, this birthday is exactly what I thought. It seems that the birthday and the house are mutually exclusive. Now wait for the 9-day master to come. Let's see if my method works. Crack another. Should also try. The result of my cultivation in the past 2 months. Write the birthday on the paper. Then throw it forward. Then this piece of paper was in plain sight. Directly to Mrs. Dave's forehead. Beautiful woman, I'm here to save you. Don't be afraid, just follow me. In less than a moment's time. Husband, I seem to feel so much better all of a sudden. It's not just about bringing green mountains. Even the 9 heavens master who has seen countless worlds, shocked. The little princess is worthy of being a celestial teacher and a figure, this kind of husband who can change his life against the sky. It's my first time seeing you. Ouch, luckily Master Jiyushin was called here. Otherwise, I don't know how to explain it. Full of superpowers. 9 heavens master, you saved my wife's life. How can people be virtuous, can get the emperor and the empress, in the favor of the 9 heavens master? You're welcome to wait for adults. The lady cannot live in this house. Disagreement with Mrs. Why don't you take this time? Take your wife out to have a look. I heard that I got a promotion for an adult. You can play until the house is repaired and then come back. Just get better. How about this? The recent flooding in Lingshan County. You take your wife to have a look. How to manage a flood. Do some water storage work for the people. Oh my dad. You have no intention of letting people idle at all? It's gonna be squeezed at this time. Give people a vacation and you will die. Ouch, my treasure. You know how to feel sorry for others. I don't know if I feel sorry for your father and me. Your father is not idle. The emperor is waiting for his wife to recover from a serious illness. Is that a little bad? Why don't you let them go out for 2 days? Humph, the dancers have no conscience. I kinda figured it out. They all thought I was made of iron. Others are made of meat. I have to see 1,000 memorials when I go back later. Even if you watch half of it in 5 minutes, it will take about 10 hours to watch. I don't know, pity me. Feel sorry for me. In fact, the emperor works very hard every day. Give my husband and wife a chance to spend the rest of their lives together. It's already very good. Wyken obeys. Just happened to pass by. You can also go to see the mountains and rivers. So, ma'am, let's go work for the people together. Sure enough, he is still as courtier and sensible. Not only willing to work, I also know that I'm often too lazy to care about my hard work. Just fell asleep. After all, so much sensitivity is used. At least you have to sleep for 3 days and 3 nights to make up for it. Wei Cheng compliments the emperor and concubine Xian. Little princess lady. In the future, we will go to the Jade Buddha temple to enjoy the incense. It's Master Jiushin, it's really good. Madam, I thought I would never see you again in my life. Husband, it was actually the little princess who saved me. I just felt like my life was coming to an end. I feel like I have a lot of big things around me. And I was in hell. The whole body seems to weigh hundreds of caddies. It takes my breath away. But suddenly there seemed to be a golden light in front of my eyes. Then a voice came into my ears. It's that milky sound. Say he was here to save me, although I can't see each other's faces. But I'm sure it should be the little princess. And then I went with him. I just feel that my body is getting lighter and lighter, more and more clear, until finally I woke up. I knew that the Night Princess was indeed different from ordinary people. Maybe it was the Night Princess who really helped us. I was just looking at that float. It does look like a child's drawing. Crooked. If Master Jiushin drew it, it would definitely not be like this. That's it. Otherwise, when wearing flower clothes. Nine Heavens, Master, why did you take the Night Princess to the side room? They're not letting us see them. So, husband, how can we thank the princess? Oh, we owe a lot for this favor. Probably Zhang Zhen's patriotism is to give him and the emperor the best reward for concubine Xian. After returning to the palace, he slept for a day and a night. This made Emperor Wu and concubine Xian anxious to death. What the hell is going on with the raincoat? The little princess hasn't woken up yet. The emperor's little princess is just sleepy and sleeps a little longer. Is your body not breastfeeding? Oh, my little princess. Please don't sleep. If you sleep again, my life will be lost by you. The emperor may be born different from ordinary people. Probably just asleep. Why doesn't Emperor Wu know? Often it may be because of what method was used. Saved Mrs. Dai. That's why you sleep like this. Slept all day and night. You haven't eaten for a day and a night? What if I tend to be hungry? What if you pass out hungry? Hey, if I knew it earlier, I wouldn't have gone to the eldest lady. When did the emperor's brother become a daughter slave? When one is about to wake up. Get up and eat. Did you hear it tonight? If you don't wake up, your mother's milk was drunk by other children. Get up soon. I'll spank you if you sleep again. Stinky girl, I'm going to use my nirvana. And so on. I believe you will wake up in 3 seconds. Otherwise, I'll give the gold to someone else. Seeing this, everyone was speechless for a while. They all feel that the emperor's way is very childish. Unexpectedly, I often open my eyes abruptly in the next second. How dare you give my things to others? I want to cheat my father. Bring the gold. Hey, one of them is Dad Jin. It's so annoying, it's so annoying. I'm so tired. It's not because you want to keep your country. The official ran away. This is an era where corrupt officials catch a lot of. See where you go and find a clean official to come back. You know there are not many fools like this. You better have more fools like this in your court. You little heartless. Dad is not worried that you are hungry. Hey, every day I open my eyes, I go up. I'm still a baby, okay? But this can catch the feeling of a corrupt official for a year every day. How can I say that cow will arrive in the next second? I saw a woman running and crying. Emperor Yuju was killed by the military attendant. Do you want to make the decision for Wyken? On the first day of the afternoon, he was still teasing him. Suddenly realized the seriousness of the matter. After all, Princess Yuju is also his cousin. This is if the output is not good. Is it easy to lose people's hearts? But this is not. The wolf is not the king. One of the big officials in the mouth. How could it be that the king made a mistake? Uncle Wang, don't worry. You speak slowly first. Wyken entertained the soldiers at home yesterday. I didn't expect him to be drunk. He broke into the room of Princess Yuju. Then he defiled Princess Yuju. When Wyken reacts, Princess Yuju has been killed by him. You have so many people on the ground. Didn't anyone stop it? Listen to the servant for the minister. At that time, the leader of the Ministry of War told them. The emperor values him very much. Becoming prime minister is just around the corner. Even in the future, it must be under one person. Over 10,000 people, and I'm just a prince with no real power. Who dares to offend him today? Whose head did he take off? Hearing this, many ministers also blamed the money. No wonder the military attendant didn't come to court today. It turned out to be with him. Spittle stars can drown him. Yes, yes. He is a scumbag. Relying on one's own talent. The emperor promoted him to levels in a row. I don't know the southeast and northwest. Such things are wrong with despicable people. It really corrupted the fashion of the imperial court. You were executed for delay. The crowd cursed. A long-lost soldier has been carried in. Is the military attendant really a scumbag? I trusted the wrong person. I'm so shameless. Who are you? Obviously you killed the person yourself. Then he took the waiter of the Ministry of War to get drunk. Also poisoned. As a result, he is now even. I don't know what happened. Now it's done. Come and hurt others first. Oh, I really feel sorry for my father. I finally found a few big cucumbers. Even his own uncle wants to pit himself. So my dad? Don't trust your own uncle. You need to know. The soldier of the Ministry of War will be hunted down after 3 years. Zhang Jing can still run away with you on his back? Oh, my treasure. If it is as you say. Why did King Youngling kill his own daughter? Forget it, forget it. I'm used to you, stinky girl. It's half dirty and half smelly. Let your father and I explore by myself. The man went to the imperial doctor to see the waiter of the Ministry of War. You can interrogate him when you wake up. What's going on? The atmosphere is set here. With the character of a tyrant, what else can be investigated? It shouldn't be pulled out directly, it's too late. The emperor is not poisoned. Sure enough, it wasn't the wolf that was framed. I still didn't see the wrong person. What poison? Can you find out? Poison like wind and bone. This poison only dissolves in alcohol. After taking it, it will cause confusion for a while. He looked like he was really drunk. Actually poisoned. Muddy water 49 days later. If not treated, it will be too difficult to see. Can you save it? Can die. But it may take a long time. Then you can take it back for treatment. Make sure to save people. I am proud that the emperor drank too much today. Emperor, isn't Yuju your biological sister? So you treat him like this? Shut up, there's Hades, you kneel for me. Tiger slaying is shameful to die. He said why he killed his daughter himself. What do you say, your majesty? How could I possibly kill my own daughter? How could Yuju die without it? Why are you entertaining the Ministry of War? Why did Shangxi poison it again? Dad, don't worry. He is controlled by ancient insects. But it's self-inflicted. Speaking of which, it's not because King Yonglin has too many wives. I took a fancy to a concubine in the brothel before, and brought it back. From then on, I loved him very much. Obedience. You have no idea. How many bad things did he do for this concubine? How much silver was embezzled in the court? And his princess is like a dog in the mansion. Even the lion was scratched like the next man. Hear these new students. The expression on the martial emperor's weapon was gloomy. There are ancient capitals in the palace. You couldn't let Wang Wen take the risk. In case it is controlled by ancient insects. That's not bad. I didn't say it in court just now. I see your expression is lax. No spirit. I've been losing weight lately. Could it be poisoned? The emperor's courtiers did not. I heard that there is an ancient poison in Miaojiang. Use an ancient worm to get into the body. Then the person poisoned by the ancient times will be controlled. See if you are poisoned by this. So if the emperor really wins, can he solve it? It depends on whether you have truly changed. Stinky Daddy, do you know how to detoxify? Just play the big-tailed wolf right here. Hey, I tell you. You're going to find a stinky, smelly firefly. Then soak the Eternal Spirit King in water to drink. This kind of worrying coupled with the woman's lack of water. To destroy the ancient city on her body. Emperor Xiaowu tried to cover up his hearing. The fact that they are often new. I even found a book and flipped through it. Prove that you got it from a book. Ask Taiyi, you have been practicing medicine for so many years. Do you know of a stinky firefly? Your Majesty, do you need that? Let someone find it at the end of tomorrow. You say the Emperor. What are we looking for this insect for in the middle of the night? You have to ask for a sack. It just stinks to death. It is said that it was taken for Hades to eat. No, this stuff tastes worse than shit. This is worse than a snack. At the same time, King Yongning, who stayed in the Imperial study for one night, woke up early in the morning. Who is the Emperor pooping in the Imperial study room? It stinks to death. The man poured it on him. Nice job, Dad. Immediately you'll see a chubby bone worm climbed out of his body. But that's just for starters. Is the concubine in his house the big boss? But did you forget to put a mask on me? The baby is about to be stinky washed.